Yo, what's up guys, my name is AFC Adinho and got a game against Gunners. This should be a good one. I literally have no switch for that Chandelier, but we'll see. Lead wise though, I think Clefable just provides me the best lead overall. Because it does kind of hurt his whole team. This is a live for Clefable, by the way, with Subboilant 3 attacks. So I can definitely put in some work. He actually starts off with Chandelier. Really bad position for me. Let's see, how do we deal with this? Because I literally have no switch for this. Can I bring in my Chandelier, my Among Us? I think I have to go Gliscor. If it's specs, I'm going to be faster afterwards. Not sure if Overheat kills me though, but I cannot lose my Among Us because otherwise the Keldeo would just run through my team. So in that sense, Rotom needs to be there for Weavile because it's my only Ice type resist, aside from Weavile, my own Weavile of course. I have to go Gliscor. He goes for Shadow Ball, doing 74. I'm pretty sure Overheat would have killed me. Anyway, that has to be Choice Specs, doing 74 with Shadow Ball. He might not know that I'm faster, so I'm just going to throw off this Earthquake as he decides to go into Keldeo. That would be really good if this is Specs. No, it's Leftovers. I see. Obviously, Among Us would normally be the play, but I'm pretty sure Gunners knows this, so I can definitely see him doubling back. I'm going into Rotom in case he doubles. He actually goes Weavile. It's kind of fearing Chandelier to come back in, but yeah, I get him a Rotom against a Weavile, which is not too bad for me. Not sure if he wants to go for the knockoff here. If he does, I'm still going for the, I think still Volt Switch is best overall play. He does go for the knockoff, and that has to be Choice Band damage. But we do some nice 34% damage, and I can bring in my Conkeldurr, activate the Orb, and we can go from there. Unfortunately, my Conkeldurr is not knockoff, because otherwise I would have been able to hit Chandelier as well, and Landorus. But I'm still going for the Ice Punch, hoping... Nah, never mind, he goes into the Chandelier. Still better that I click Ice Punch out of all the moves I have on this Conkeldurr, and that's still some nice damage. Now he's in pursuit range, whether he stays in or switches. But yeah, the thing is, I'm going to lose a Mon. I think second Gliscor is my best overall play, because then I can strap him with Weavile. It's basically a choice. But I think Rotom still has some value living in Icicle Crash. So I think just second Gliscor over Rotom is better, just because Rotom is literally my only real Ice type resist on the team. Because I don't want to tank an Icicle Crash with Weavile. So yeah, I have to go Gliscor, and I think there's no other way around it. My other members are way too important. Goes for Flamethrower, and that knocks me out obviously. But now I can go into Weavile, and I'm just clicking Pursuit, whether he switches or stays in. It's going to knock out the Chandelier. Hopefully it's not Flame Body. This is why I run Flame Body. In case I do get Pursuit trapped, I might get the Flame Body proc up. But yeah, this does give him a switch into his Weavile to click knockoff, I guess. Because he should know that I'm Choice Banded from that damage. Actually goes into Landorus. This could be Scarfed, doesn't have to be. Could also be Stealth Rock and Spikes Ferrothorn, because he's running Tentacruel, which most likely is Rapid Spin. But I don't want to go Rotom because the U-turn is definitely his best player. Because if he was going for rocks here and I'm running Rotom, I could just Pain Split or Defog. So I'm going Clefable, and please go for the U-turn. Okay, thank you. Normally I wouldn't mind, but this Clefable is Life Orbed and is not running a lot of HP investment. So yeah, he did go for the U-turn. Hopefully, okay, you won't see Leftovers. I think I have to go hard Weavile. Just because it's the only thing that pressures the Tentacruel, but he decides to go into his own Weavile. But since we're both at the same since I have more HP than him, I think this is a better matchup for me. He decides to switch out into Ferrothorn though, so I get rid of his item. Nice. Not sure if he wants to get up his rocks because I did lose my Defogger. Because I could obviously bring in Rotom, but on the other hand, in case he does go for rocks, I want to get rid of this. So I'm just gonna knock off or spikes. That's just 2 hit KO, but he goes for the lead sheet. I see. Okay. I'm going hard Conkeldurr here. If he goes for rocks, that's fine. But he might expect my Amoonguss to come in, tanking another lead sheet as he goes into Weavile. So this is definitely like gold for me because he lost his Chandelure. Ferrothorn is super low, so I have no drawback of clicking Facade right here. Facade literally hits his whole team because Ferrothorn gets 2 hit KO'd. Remember, he doesn't have leftovers either, so he cannot stall me out with Protect basically. Yeah. Okay, he does go into the Tentacruel. Doing 78%. Let's see. Because he tanked my attack, gotta be defensive. So I'm actually going for another Facade because I just want to get rid of this. He actually switches into the Ferrothorn. And like I said, I just 2 hit KO this. 28, he has no leftovers. I don't want to give him an opportunity to get up hazard, so we're just staying in there. Might as well go for Drain Punch since my whole team does outspeed this Ferrothorn and he has no leftovers. So he actually goes for Protect, just getting that extra 6% off on me. Well, just in case, I'm just gonna Ice Punch in case he wants to be fancy, but he decides to stay in. I wouldn't have recovered a lot anyway. But I'm still outside of Ice Shot range, so gotta keep Conkeldurr around this amount of HP. Does bring in the Landorus. I think his best play is to just go for U-turn again, because I could still be bringing in the Rotom. Just to get the chip off on me. Yeah, it does go for U-turn, because he could have U-turn, and if I stayed in, he could have sacked his Tentacruel. And that would have been enough damage to get me in Ice Shot range. But he decides to bring in Weavile. Yeah, there's literally no switch for me. So I'm just gonna stay in. As he goes for the Pursuit, I can understand that play because he doesn't know my Clefable set entirely. And Icicle Crash doesn't knock me out from there. But because he clicked Pursuit, I get in my Weavile. Could click Pursuit myself, but I'd rather go for the knockoff. If he's most likely second Tentacruel, but because nothing on my team actually outspeeds the Tentacruel aside from Weavile, I'd rather get rid of it. Because I think I can deal with the Weavile. And Pursuit is probably not gonna kill the Weavile either. At least with knockoff, I'm guaranteed a kill. Yeah, it goes Tentacruel. So we knock off his item and everything, but he goes down. And now Landorus comes in. Kinda get the idea this is Scarf though. It also gives him a bit of extra speed control because he's running Specs Chandelure. But I need Conkeldurr and I need Amoonguss. I need Clefable as well to actually knock this out, I think. I think his most logical play is just to go for Earthquake. And if he's not Scarfed, I at least get some damage off on this. So yeah, this is definitely a choice Scarf Landorus. He went for Earthquake because I had no ground type immunity on my team anymore. But now I can bring in Clefable and he should live an Adamant Earthquake. So I'll just Ice Beam here. Hopefully he just stays in. Nice, okay, we should live. Okay. And with the Ice Beam, we obviously knock him out. Maybe he didn't know I would have Ice Beam, because Moonblast wouldn't kill the Lando from there. So, really fortunate for me that I did have Ice Beam on this Clefable. Do have Ice Beam. And I can still keep Clefable as a sec against the Weavile. And because the Keldeo took my Earthquake damage earlier, I think he's in 2-hit KO range of Mach Punch. But yeah, he does decide to bring in Keldeo, and I'm not afraid of going Among Us here, because if he doubles again, I just set Clefable and get in my Conkeldurr. But he goes for Scald, doesn't burn me, and I think Spore is pretty free. If he does go for Substitute, that means he's most likely going to commit. Okay, does go for Sub, and I'll just Giga Drain. It still damages the Weavile in case he just decides to go Weavile now. Okay. Only doing 29 though. Wish I would have done more. But again, I should just sack my Clefable here. And then we can get in Conkeldurr. And like I said, especially because he's subbed on his Keldeo, he's gonna be in 2 at KO range of Mach Punch. And if Weavile locks himself into Ice Shard, he's not gonna kill Among Us later. If he switches out against my Conkeldurr, so actually goes for the Pursuit. That's an odd play. It kind of looks good, but now I get a free switch into my Conkeldurr. Unless he... Yeah, I get a free switch into my Conkeldurr actually. He Pursuits again, okay. So Clefable goes down. And now I get Conkeldurr in. And because he's locked into Pursuit, because he's definitely Choice Banded, I can go for Drain Punch here. Nice. And now I should definitely be outside of Ice Shard range. Had he doubled back into his Keldeo, I would have just gone Among Us and it would have been the same thing. Till he killed my Clefable with his Weavile and then get in my Conkeldurr. So in that sense it doesn't really matter. But now I just click Mach Punch. He hopes that I misclick or something, but we knock out Weavile. Pretty close game. Could have gone both ways, but luckily we got rid of the Chandelure early, because I definitely had no switch in. That's the thing with Spec Chandelure as well. It usually gets a kill and then it gets Pursuit trapped by Weavile. That's why I kinda am holding off on playing Spec Chandelure, but Spec's overheat, guys. If your opponent doesn't have a heat strain, that thing is gonna hurt. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the battle. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, check out my Patreon as well, and my Discord link is in the description as well. Check it out, and I'll see you guys next time.